I've been feeling so down, yeah. I've been feeling so down.
Hello everybody and welcome! I am super excited for today's theme, and if truth be told, I was a little bit hesitant about how helpful this was going to be for you guys. I personally would have loved it if I had this video before I did my own purchases of my own Apple products, so I really hope that it can help you guys a little bit. The only videos I was able to find that were like kind of fun, aesthetic, and helpful were Julia K. Christ's. She's like my favorite YouTuber. You should totally go check her out. She has a lot of amazing customization videos, but of course we're not doing that today. I am just doing a revision of all my Apple products, as well as giving you guys advice as to how to get them, which are the best to get. I am no professional at all, so this is just like based totally on my experience when I got them. Especially if you are in Costa Rica and want to acquire your first Apple products, I suggest you pay attention. Let's get into this one. So first is my iPad 6th generation. This one brings 32 gigabytes of storage. This was my first Apple product. It came in space gray and it was on sale in the iShop here in Costa Rica. That's why I got it in the first place. And if you are like me, if you don't need it for anything too professional, if you just want to use it like for Procreate or for good notes, even like just watching Netflix and stuff like that, this is just perfect for you. I was a little bit worried initially that since it was like a little bit old compared to like iPad Air or iPad Pro, that I wouldn't be able to do as much things in Procreate and stuff like that, but that's not the case. I haven't encountered any kind of restrictions because of this iPad's style. I can basically do anything I have found in all the tutorials in YouTube and even TikTok, so that's pretty good. I mean, if you don't need it for anything like too sophisticated, I think this is perfect. Like here I can edit my thumbnails. I was able to edit my videos in here, but the storage is not that great. I don't think 32 gigabytes is enough, so that's a tip for you guys. If you want to buy one, I advise you get a higher storage, like 128 gigabytes, because you might be able to use it for a little bit more, like editing videos and stuff like that. As I said, I bought this one at the iShop here in Costa Rica because it was on sale, but if you look in the Apple Store or even in Amazon, they are a little bit cheaper. And of course, for an iPad, you need an Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil for the iPad 6th generation is the first generation, and it looks really cute. I really like how it looks. I still don't have a case for it, so I need to get one. It works marvelously on the iPad, and especially in Procreate, and there, excuse my dirty screen, but yeah, you can do all kinds of things in Procreate if you are really good at drawing, which I'm not, so I've basically used it like for stickers or GIFs, or however you say that, and it's pretty entertaining. Quite hard to use Procreate at the beginning. I didn't know how to use it, so I had to go through a lot of tutorials, which I will link below for you guys to use, and this has helped a lot with my calligraphy also. It's been really cool. I can find different brushes and stuff to use, and it's pretty entertaining, so I would totally recommend the Apple Pencil for the iPad if you want to get Procreate or good notes. It's really entertaining to spend your time creating different stuff. And now my babies, these are the AirPods with the wireless charging case. I honestly got this because everybody had them and I think they look really cute. So mainly I just did it to go with the flow because I thought the iPhone 11 brought its own earphones, which it didn't. But thankfully, I had already bought these ones and I am not disappointed with them. I was so surprised with the high quality of the sound these little things have. Like, it's really amazing. They totally block out the outside sound and the volume is amazing. I really love them, and the battery can last for a long time. Like, they have never died on me, honestly, and it's like super easy to use them, and you're like super free to do stuff in them. Like when you go to the gym, you don't have to be worried about like getting all tangled with wires and stuff like that. I would totally recommend you getting these ones. The price is not that high for something of such a good quality. I so recommend you get this. I have like protective cases for all of my technology devices, but especially the AirPods look really cute with these protective cases. I actually got one of an avocado, which was kind of extra, but I think they look so cute.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah.
And last but not least is my iPhone 11, which has been like the beautifulest technology device I've ever had. Like the box itself was so cute. This one is the iPhone 11 in purple or lavender color with 128 gigabytes of storage. And y'all will excuse my look, but I am filming with my phone because I don't have a camera, obviously. Though, why would I need one when I have this super great camera? The iPhone 11 has like an amazing camera. I have never had an iPhone, so I cannot compare it with another iPhone's camera, but transitioning from an Android to this iPhone especially is totally great. Like, you can totally tell the difference. The aesthetic of the phone itself, it's so beautiful. The size of it, I don't know if you can see the size of it. It's like my hand. It's like just perfect. Like not that huge, not that small either. There's my pop socket. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, if you are wanting to change your phone from an Android to this iPhone in specific, because I can only talk for the one I have, I totally recommend you to do it. Believe me that it's going to be one of the best investments you do. I don't plan on changing a phone in a long time unless I get a really good opportunity. It's a huge change when you don't have an iPhone and you change to an iPhone. And this does not only apply to iPhones, it applies to all the devices I just showed you. The iPad, the Apple Pencil, the AirPods, everything. You can see the change. It's definitely a great update. To me, the system of the Apple products is simply like better because it looks like clean. To me, it's easier to use. Not at first though. I had to look in a lot of tutorials to actually learn how to use several things because it's a great difference from an Android. Again, I'm not saying Androids are not good. I've had Androids all my life secondhand and they're still worked really great. But you know, it's sort of hard to compare it to this one, especially because, as I said, the camera is amazing, the storage is amazing, everything in it is amazing. So if you want to buy one, if you don't know about buying one, and you are like me that you know nothing about technology at all, I so recommend that you go ahead and do it if you want it. If it's something that you really wanted and that you have the money for it, I totally encourage you to go ahead and do it. Don't doubt it. You are going to love it, believe me. You are going to enjoy it as I am enjoying mine. Also, the quoted prices I placed in the previous sections, they are literally just estimates. So I do know for a fact that the Apple Store is cheaper than the iShop here in Costa Rica. So if you're lucky enough to have somebody that is generous enough to bring you stuff from the US, you can order all your devices directly from the Apple Store and they will do like a same-day delivery to the address you give them. I think the shipment is free depending on the amount you buy, and it's like really reliable. I don't really recommend buying stuff from like Amazon, though the price is cheaper, but buying them from Amazon to Costa Rica, it is quite risky because the price on taxes and shipment can go up, which might actually double the price of the item itself, so you would end up paying the same as you would be paying on an iShop here in Costa Rica, so you might as well just go to the store and buy it. But yeah, if you have that opportunity of having somebody bring it to you, then I think you would actually save a lot of money. Here is just like a small comparison of what I did with the prices I found Apple Store versus iShop, and you can actually save a lot of money, like even enough to buy an extra device. So that's just as far as I know. If you have more suggestions or another way to do it, please comment below, because that's how I did it. I waited all last year, and because of COVID and stuff like that, nobody was able to come from the US to Costa Rica, so that was a little bit frustrating until somebody gratefully came here and they were able to bring me my stuff. Those were all the revisions I had. Hopefully in the future I will be able to do some more Apple unboxings, so yeah, let's hope for that. And I really hope this give you a little bit of insight, give you more knowledge into what you are going to purchase, if it's worth your money. Take it from me that, as I said, this was like my first time getting Apple products. I had no idea if it was going to be the worth of my money. I was super scared. A lot of people said no, other people said yes, so I was like in the middle, like what do I do? I believe this does not only apply for buying technology, I believe this applies like for everything in life. There are things that I still want to do, and I bet you have something like that as well. You want to try out something new, something you've never done, and if you're like a no-risk person, this is very hard. For me personally, it's very hard to try out new things because I base myself a lot on what other people tell me, on advice from other people, which I really shouldn't, but you know, there's always that uncertainty when somebody tells you like, no, don't do that, be careful, that's really scary, or that's very dangerous, or that's taking a too huge a risk. And then there's other people telling you like, go ahead, do it, that's great, you're gonna love it. So you really don't know what to do. Well, in this specific matter in life, I believe that definitely you have to follow God's guidance, and I believe He also puts people in your life that give you the right advice, the right guidance. It's not always easy to see or know who has the best guidance. You just have to pray and ask the Lord for wisdom when you're choosing a path. I believe big decisions are everywhere. Either it be considering spending an important amount of money on a device you've always wanted, whether it be traveling, whether it be studying, whatever it is, there are always hard decisions to make, important decisions, and I don't think any of us want to just like rush it into any decision. We want to make sure that that's the right decision, and how we do that, it's asking for advice and definitely praying, reading the Bible, and just listening to everybody's advice, but mostly what the Holy Spirit inside you has to say, because God has the last word. No matter how much you want something, no matter how much you think you're gonna love it, how much you think you need it, if it's not what God has for you, believe me, you're not gonna enjoy it. So just keep that in mind. And as I wrap up, thank you so much for watching. Honestly, it means the world to me. You guys are checking these videos out. Keep an eye out for next week's videos. It's gonna be pretty interesting, and I also hope that it helps you guys. And I would love it if you could share in the comments whatever theme pops into your head. I might do it. I have a goal, as I said earlier, of doing a video every week, which is kind of challenging because I don't have a lot of interesting things going on in my life, and I want to keep it interesting for you guys. But anyway, thank you so much again for sticking with me. I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing night, an amazing year, whatever it is. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down.